Hey guys, Joe13 here, and today we're going to make a origami koi fish. As you can see right here, the model is 3-dimensional, and it only takes one sheet of paper, and it has a mouth that is open, and I've modified it to where it has a back fin. Okay, now let's start. You need just one square sheet of paper, and if you are using one side colored origami paper, start on the blank side. First we're going to do the main pre-folds to make a square base. So fold one corner across to the opposite corner to make a diagonal line through the middle, like so. And make sure your folds are very precise, as sloppy folds can result in a sloppy model. So you don't want that, especially when it's 3D. It does not look very well made. It's sloppy. Now do so on the other side, 90 degrees, right here, from this corner to this corner. You now fold, you fold this corner, this corner. Make sure they line up, especially on these pre-folds. They are very important in the development of your model, in all models. Because if they are not precise, then your next fold, all your folds are based on your pre-folds. Okay, so you unfold, and you fold across from one straight side to the other. Unfold, turn it 90 degrees, and do the exact same on the other side. There's your model. When you open it up, it should look like there's an X and a cross in the middle, as you can see here. So, yeah. I'm just going to turn this on. Right. Light. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now, we have this, turn your paper over to the colored side. Where all the folds should look like mountain folds. Okay. Now you can do this a couple ways. My favorite is to fold it in half in one of the diagonal ways, so it looks like a triangle. Now you take one corner right here, and it should have two layers like this, as you can see. So you want to stick one finger in here and kind of keep it closed and pinch it right here, so you've got it well gripped in your fingers. So now you need to have it, and then kind of try to get this corner to here, to this corner, but instead of just regularly just valley folding it this way, we want to squash fold it. It's where you need to open up this side, and on these folds right here, these horizontal folds that you made earlier, across the paper. Now they're diagonal. You want to take these and kind of fold it right here, so it kind of pops out. And you need to kind of bring this side over to this fold right here. So you kind of bring it like that, and kind of pinch it like this, and make sure that your flap is open. So like this. Now you just flatten everything down, because there may be a few things right here. You just gotta fold it down. smooth it out. Now you can flip it over like this, and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now you should have a square base, or a base that has 4 layers, or 2 layers on each side. 4 sides, or 4 flaps. So it should kind of look like this. You can kind of see how there's 4 folds, and you should have a model that has all 4 sides like this, 2 on each side like this, as you can see. And if you happen to have 3 sides like this on one thing, just fold 1 layer over like this, and now you'll have 3 sides, or it'll be symmetrical. So now, for making the koi fish, this process, it's kind of similar to the crane. But on one side, you need to take the very top layer, just like the very top, like this, right here, and grab the very corner, and fold it up to the top, like this, so you can see the blank part. And flatten that down. Now you need to want to fold one of these corners to the middle, but like this. And make sure that the 2 little flaps like this are on the bottom. So you fold it over like this. Like so. Now, we do the exact same on the opposite side to make it symmetrical. Now you do the exact same thing, where you just take this corner and fold it up so it kind of makes a diagonal line again, and this time it'll be thinner. And do so on the other side to make it symmetrical. Now your model should look like this part right here. Should look like a kite. Kind of like a kite. And these 2 flaps should be sticking out. And now you need to take, again, the very top layer of this and just fold it down right on top of these folds. Just kind of fold it down and crease it. And there you go. It will look like this. Now you need to take the model, flip it over. Now you need to make the base for one side like a pedal base. You can either just pull it up like this and make it, the sides will cave in, but you can also do the same thing where, like you just did before, you fold one corner and make sure these flappy sides are on the bottom when you fold it over. Like the thinnest part is the bottom of this fold. Right here, the tip. Fold it like that. Right to the middle line. Unfold. And fold the other side. So it's parallel with the middle line. Unfold. Now, you want to take this top, just the whole thing, and just kind of fold it down. You might have to take up some of this side too. Just kind of fold it down. Well, an easier way to do it would be to fold it back, these 2 back, and then just fold it backwards instead of forwards, so you don't have to expose all this. And it might get messed up. So just fold those 2 lines. Fold this part backwards until this line that these 2 make, right here, where they join at the top. So now it looks like a kite. Now you just fold it down, so it kind of looks like a kite without the front. And just crease it. Careful not to tear the paper since it's very thick at this point. Don't even try to tighten it, just fold it down. And very carefully unfold it. Making sure not through the paper. Now you unfold these two sides, and you take the very bottom, the top layer, and you take it and you try to bring it up to kind of like, you want to try to bring it, you want to kind of stretch it out and keep your fingers on these these little leg-like thingies, and you want to keep them. And now these two sides will cave in, and you have to kind of, right now, you kind of have to take these little sides and then kind of fold it in on that line. So now, so it'll make it look like kind of the side half of a diamond shape, like so. It'll look like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Again, this is what it's called, the petal fold. There's also one like this in the crane folding that I did about a day ago. Okay, now your model should look like this. It should look like a diamond, but on the other side, it should look like kind of like a kite. So now what you want to do here is take it on this side to make it symmetrical with these thin lines right here. You want to fold this corner to the central line, again making the pointy part at the end right here be like with the little separable pieces of the paper. Just keep it in there, crease it well. Now, take the other side and do the exact same thing. Fold it so that it creates a line parallel with the center line right here. So yeah, this side is parallel. You just fold it closer. Okay. Now what you want to do here is you can flip it over. You can do this on either sides. You want to take one of these flaps. Anyone is fine. I guess I'll take the right flap on you guys' side, and you want to do an inside reverse fold on this part. You should be able to kind of open it up a little bit, and you can kind of fold this as long as you want. You just kind of have to pinch it and then kind of bring it up, or bring it to the side and kind of pinch it strongly and bend it, the entire thing, with your fingers inside of it, and then just kind of keep your thumb there, you can see, and you just push it, and then it should kind of look like this, and then you just fold those two sides together, the entire thingy will flap, and now it should look like this. Now you want to do the exact same thing on the other side, except just opposite. So you gotta put your thumb in there. Now that you've done it on this side, you just want to make it symmetrical to the fold on this side. So you want to fold it down right by this, right the exact point right there. So you fold it up like this, and then you just flatten, and then you bring it up, and then you flatten it again with so it goes with the fold. Now, both sides, it should kind of look like a crane, a little bit, with very thin, little head and body. And now, we're going to want to, you can flip it over for this part, right here, is where you, okay, you want to take one of these, just grasp it, pinch it, just kind of bring it up, so it kind of goes like that, so it looks like this. You just flatten it, and then you do the same thing, bring it up, and flatten it so it looks symmetrical, like this. Now, right here, you want to kind of curve the fins. These are what are going to be the fins. You can just kind of pinch it and then just kind of bend it a little bit, so they look a little more like fins. You don't have to do this, but I just do it for look. so it kind of takes the shape of curved fins like that. Now this is kind of tricky right here. What you're going to do is, you see this flap right here, kind of where this is folded down, should have a little pocket right here. Not this, not behind this, but right here. You should be able to stick your finger down. So stick your thumb in there and pinch it again. Now you want to grab the tail right here, kind of like right in the middle of it, like this. And then hold firmly and pull gently. And it should, and kind of, you want to get this part out of here. You want to make it into a straight fold. So you just kind of pull it, and then pull the other side too. So it becomes a little straight, like this. And be careful not to tear it. This part you can tear easily. Now, it will look kind of crude. You want to kind of shape it back and put it back into its fold. Like this tail might be kind of crumpled a little bit. Just gonna pull it right here and flatten it down. Then you want to take the mouth right here, and then you just kind of, this flap right here might be kind of sticking out odd. You want to just take it and squish it down on its fold, and just squish the whole thing like this. And then on the back, just kind of squish it back into position like this. So it looks like this. Now you're almost done. You want to take this, and you want to flatten it right here, and then you want to kind of bend it a little bit and open the mouth up. Stick a finger in there and just kind of shape it around, and then you can squeeze it and it'll stay like that. And then you take the end of the tail and just kind of squish it, but don't squish the whole thing because you still want it to be 3D. Now, this part is optional. This is what I do for the shape of the tail. To make it look like this, it's the exact opposite of an inside reverse fold, which is what we did to make the fins and the square base. So what you do is you just kind of, you still see this indent, you kind of take it in. Instead of folding it inward, you want to kind of grab it and then take it outward. You can also just kind of flatten the tail like this, and then just fold it so you're facing the underside of it. And you just want to fold it backward as long as you want the tail to be tall, and then you just gonna fold it there. And just fold it back up. It'll look like this. And then you just fold the tail back where you want it to be told. And then you just kind of, you take the tail right here, and then you kind of bend it back, and then fold it down however you want it to be. However, like, if you want it to be sticking straight up, you can just fold it back to there. But if you want it, I like to kind of keep it in a, kind of like at a 45-degree angle, I guess, from the pointed body, this side. So, you can just fold it like that. You don't have to do that, but I like to do it personally. Now you just gonna make sure the fins are lined up, and just make sure that this mouth is flattened, and now you're done. So now your model should look like this, 3D. You can squish it down if you want, but if it's too hard to make it 3D, but this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe for more.